What up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again with another video for you. We got the DraftKings NFL Showdown Thursday night football. What a great game, man. We got this big, whew, should be a high scoring affair, man, right here in this game, man. It's gonna be like crazy to make these lineups, man, for this game. But I want to get into it, man, and help y'all out so y'all can key in on certain people and things like that that's supposed to go off, because you know how I do it. Like I said, I always try to strategize with the defense, the type of offense this other team, that they're going against and stuff like that, and thinking about who has the best matchups and stuff like that. So we're going to get right into it how I always do and go over both defenses real quick. So we got the Chargers. They run a 3-4 defense. And then we have the Chiefs, who runs a 4-3 defense. Okay, so I'm going to get right into the Charger side of this game real quick. And so on the Charger side of this game, it should be very since you're going against a 4-3 defense, you're going to be looking to run the ball and as well as set up play action to make big plays off of the run, So you have to kind of figure out then basically what I want to say, what receivers basically are the big play receivers and when they're going against a 4-3 defense basically. So since we already know basically, I would say the best captain's going to be for this side, then automatically it's got to be Herbert, too, of course, but then Eckler should be a great captain in here. Mike Williams could be a great captain. And then as a cheap captain, you can also throw in, where is he at? Joshua Palmer right here as well. But I also want to say, though, just to give a something to, DeAndre Carter, because they're saying he's the fastest person on their team. That's out there on the field, at least from the starting unit. And I actually went through the 40 speeds, and he is the fastest person, but I mean, that's out there. But the only thing is, down here, Jalen Guyton, I know he didn't play, he had one target, really, though. He did play, I guess, and he was barely out there, though, but he only had one target. So I don't know why he wasn't a part of the game plan. He is a fast receiver, and I didn't think he was just going to be completely out of their game plan this season just because they have Joshua Palmer now starting, in his position and everything. But being that they are going to be short a receiver, could be a sneaky little sleeper right here, though. I just got to say him just because he does run I think it was like a 3.5 or 3.8, something like that. So it's really, he is the fastest receiver. And coming, playing in a shootout type of environment game where this is going to be one of the fastest paced games, I think, lined up, period, that we had even for the whole weekend. Because we got right now the Chargers are ranked first in pace, and then we have the Chiefs who's ranked 9th. So it's going to be so fast from the start of this game. The first half, you can probably get up to 5 touchdowns already in the first half between both of these teams and stuff, combined at least. So it's going to be really crazy. But when you have that many opportunities, man, you just got to, everybody really has a chance, whoever really gets out on that field, especially big play, fast receivers like this. And like I'm saying, going against a 4-3 defense, you're going to run the ball, but you're going to set up big plays. And so I just got to look at all these type of receivers that can get down the field real quick, because that's going to be the big play receivers. And like I said, Guyton is still, but it's a gamble, I would say, just because he only got in barely at all in the last game. But it could be a really good, the difference maker here to you winning $1 million or not, serious. Because if he does get in there and he catches one deep ball, I know he had that one throw. I didn't really see it in the game when it happened. So I don't know, if it was overthrown or he dropped the catch or something like that. But I just do know when Guyton usually comes in, he comes in for a big play. He doesn't really come in for anything else. So I will have to say that. But, I'm saying, let me go back to DeAndre Carter. You do know that these two receivers that are going to be in the game, most of the game, over, Jalen Guyton. That's just like I said, just to take as a low-owned player that I'm sure a lot of people are not going to be on at all, but can hit on one touchdown. You tell me this dude comes in and he hits 150-yard bomb, and you thinking it's Palmer, and you thinking it's Carter, and next thing you know it's Jalen Guyton. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wow, I didn't even notice he entered the game. And like I said, he comes in just for those type of plays. So quick points, man. That's a quick 11 to 10 points, that can happen if he comes in. So just a nice little sleeper to throw out there, because I do know, like I said, with the 4-3 defense, man, long as you can get time in that pocket. And from what I saw, Herbert was getting a lot of time. I didn't really see him get sacked too much against the Raiders, and I don't expect him to get sacked too much against the Chiefs either. So I know he'll be able to have the time. Plus, I mean, he can run out of the pocket too as well, so he can buy time too if he needs to buy time if he does get pressure. And to make one of these, a breaking coverage happens, and next thing you know, one of these receivers gets behind him. And so definitely, like I said, though, as a sleeper play, Guidance in there. DeAndre Carter could be in there too in the lineup. But it's more the 4-3 defense is more set up for out wide, I would say, receiver. So I think Palmer and Mike Williams better off, like I said, the four people I got right here as captain would be these four, basically, because the run game is supposed to work. So I expect also, I know Eckler did not play that much on the field when it comes to snap counts and things like that. But I really think it was just because they knew they had to play on Thursday and they kind of had that game in the bag, I mean, with the way Carr kept throwing interceptions. So it planned out, I think, perfectly. I know Eckler did say he wanted to take a seat back a little bit, but I feel like it was just because the fact that they had a Thursday night game coming in, 4 days he got to play again. So he didn't play that much, So I really feel like he will go a lot harder this game because really, every time you get a Thursday game, it's basically a bye week after that, because you get in like 10 extra days or something, like till you play your next game. So you don't got to play the whole weekend. So I feel like they will probably go hard with running with Eckler or using him in the pass and things like that, which, like I said, in the 4-3 defense, these basically right here, these are the positions you want to hit on, and I feel like can have a good day and a good game. So definitely want to make sure you have these people in your lineups, even if you're running them back on the other end. But let's go to the other side of this game now. So defense on the other side, like I said, going against Pat Mahomes, a 3-4 defense. He just actually went against the 3-4 defense against Arizona. So it's going to be very, very familiar with, how to see the field against a 3-4 defense, basically. And against the 3-4 defense, we're going to put Pat Mahomes first at captain here. And I'm going to give you like all the main people that I know should be able to do well. So first I'm going to give you the captain so that I would say could do well because of the 3-4 defense, what he gives up. So definitely Kelsey, because tight end is one of the positions. And we know he's probably going to get the bulk share of the, other targets, besides, I know there's other tight ends on this team, but it's just that we know Kelsey's probably going to get, if he has to get 12 to 15 targets, he will get it. And that's what you need in order to be a captain. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that's going to get like at least 8 touches, I would say, or targets, and could be able to catch at least 8. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to be able to do a lot with a little then, basically, because, I mean, if you only getting 4 targets or something like that, all 4 need to be caught and all 4 need to be 40-yard bomb touchdowns or something, to be a captain type of. So I'm just saying, like, Kelsey, on the other hand, though, he's a high targeted person, so you got to put him in. And like I said, should be able to do well. You already saw what he did against a 3-4 defense, had 29 fantasy, so you can run that back again. And then we have, let me see, I don't want to say Clyde Edwards-Helaire because he only had like 2 touches in the past. And I mean, this is more, the defense is set up for pass catching backs. And I mean, I know he had 3 receptions, 3 targets though. I know both of them was touchdowns. I don't really expect that to happen again really in this game, but I do see maybe another running back that I'll show y'all later and when we get to the bottom of this. But right now, also Juju. Another good play, man, because in a 3-4 defense, you need to attack like the slot areas, usually where the one-on-one matchups is. The one-on-one matchups are usually right here in the tight end too as well. So I would say Juju has another good spot to get high fantasy this time because, I mean, he was like the only other target, I think, that had, like 8 targets. He was the closest weapon out there to get, the type of targets that Kelsey had. So definitely would have to say then if he can get 8 targets every game, and he probably might get 10 targets in this game because it's just such a fast-paced game. Like I said, we're going first and 9th place in pace, man. Like I said, you can get up to 5 to even 6 touchdowns in one half from both teams, combined and everything. But so I know if he getting 8 targets, man, you got a chance of him scoring a touchdown, chance of him being captain viable in this game too as well. Like I said, because you need to attack the tight end and also the oh my god, the slot, y'all, my bad. But also in that, I gotta say Pat Mahomes is also in a good place because of the fact that you already saw what he was able to do just against a 3-4 defense. Like I said, 5 touchdowns thrown. So the fact that it makes you kind of throw more in a 3-4 defense than being able to just run, like I said, going against the 4-3 defense does. So I feel like it's set up perfectly again for Pat Mahomes to once again be high fantasies, points to get out of this game, and definitely viable for another 37 points really in this fast shootout pace game. So he can definitely be a captain, but also putting him with, I would say, other targets like not Hardman really, because Hardman doesn't really play in the slot. So I don't want to say Hardman or even who's the other receiver here? I forgot. They have like I was really about to feel Sky Moore before the news came out that Juju was okay to play. Because if Sky Moore kind of enters the game as a slot receiver, so I don't mind like having him still, because he did come in and catch one play, one catch and everything, and it went for 30 yards. So like he has that speed to turn up. Like just imagine if he would have turned up the field and just actually scored off of that. So I kind of do think that he's still in play here, just because like I said, he does come in the slot, and also I want to say, because it's not, okay, my bad. Let me go up just to let y'all know. It's not also MVS, though. This is not really a game for MVS either, because it's more for like route runners and, like I said, like slot type players and stuff like that. He just does one thing, just a speedster. He kind of can slant across the field, and maybe if he broke a tackle, he would be in played in. But like I'm saying, I'm trying to tell y'all like exactly the best matchups going against this defense to help y'all out, so y'all can stay away from some of the landmines. Like I said, if a breaking coverage happens or they miss tackle him and he's gone, then he's gone. You know what I mean? But it's not really what's supposed to go off in this game. So that's what I'm trying to get to. And then so I got Sky Moore there. Also, I kind of like McKinnon, y'all. Kind of like McKinnon because he usually only comes in the pass catch, and you need a pass catching back to get down the field on a 3-4 defense. As y'all saw, like it's the reason why he had a few touches too in the last game, and really he was almost equally in the game for snap count share as CEH here. So like I feel like it could have went both ways is what I'm trying to say, because I know CEH got the 2 touchdown catches, but I just feel like it could have also went McKinnon and got the 2 touchdown catches, because he does come in usually as the pass catching back. So that's why I like him, because he's cheap, and I feel like he was in equally the same amount, and I feel like a low owned kind of player. I don't think a lot of people are going to be on McKinnon, and I just feel like it's a good play here in this matchup. Also, though, down here at the bottom, we got Fortson. Seems like since the preseason, when I saw him catch 2 touchdowns in that game, seems like they're going to be bringing him in on the goal line. I don't really know if he's going to be in the run routes and stuff like that, because they do have Kelsey and everything, but he does play tight end, and it is a position that the 3-4 defense kind of opens up. And like I said, one-on-one matchups happen, and if they're going to bring him in on the goal line, the dude is like 6'6", 6'8", something, very athletic too. I think Pat Mahomes really likes him too. So it's also another play I would say to put in your lineup as a sleeper play. I mean, people probably know about him now just because he got 1 touchdown, but it was only 1 target. So maybe some people won't be on him. But I feel like it could be multiple opportunities in this game compared to the Cardinals game, because the Cardinals actually, the pace of the Cardinals from the last game, I'm trying to see what it was again. Yeah, there was wait, my bad. I don't want to get there. Okay, there was 12th in pace. So this game is going to be a lot faster. I know that's not that far a difference from being 9th, but the Chargers are the first team, so they're going to be playing so fast that it's just going to make Pat Mahomes get multiple opportunities. And I'm just saying, like, somebody like Fortson could take 2 touchdowns in this game, at a low price like this, instead of just getting 1. So that could put him up from 7 to, we're talking about 14 points fantasy. So definitely he's in play. Like I said, tight end, the slots. So like I said, these 2 people are kind of come in for those positions, already. So backup positions, and those are the kind of positions, like I said, that got open opportunities for high fantasy or just some good fantasy. So those are all the plays I would have to say if you're building your lineup around, and like I said, the first 3 right here will be my captains who I would play. But also, I don't want to miss out on also talking about these kickers here, because definitely you can take a kicker too as well. My bad, I'm on the wrong spot. But Butker is out, so I'm like, I went over this kicker here, and it looks like he's not really amazing at kicking for far, like from 40 yards plus. They said he was 2 of 8 or something like that, or 2 of 10. So he's not really good at kicking far. So I expect I actually expect my bad. Who am I trying to say? This Amendola, my bad. I didn't mean to be over Hopkins, but Amendola right here, yeah. So he wasn't really good at kicking far, so I kind of really expect Pat Mahomes be trying to score touchdowns. I mean, he is going to be pressured to score a lot of touchdowns. I don't really expect too much kicking going on this side. Could be some kicking on the Charger side, because their kicker is pretty good. So I could expect him to get some kicks, but picking a kicker anyway, I mean, you can definitely pick them. In a high-scoring affair game like this, you never know who's going to get a 50-yard or 40-yard, and you're already getting 5 to 4 points just off of 1 kick, and don't let them get 2 more later. Next thing you know, they're almost at double digits points already, so then you're starting to worry that you're going to need them. But I do feel like in these type of high-scoring affair games and these type of quarterbacks that kind of spread the ball out very freaking well, people down here, like I'm saying, the Sky Moores, the McKinnons, the Jalen Guyton, even if he does get in a little bit more in this game because of Keenan Allen being out. Also the Forsons, stuff like that. I kind of do feel like they can edge and get past, these kicker points and stuff like that. But I don't want to not mention that, you can plug in a kicker, and especially in a high scoring affair game like this. But I did go over all the players there. Y'all, so for y'all to build your lineups around, man. I gave y'all about 3 to 3 captains on each side to choose from. And just go ahead and start building them lineups up, man. Like I try to give you all the strategy of what, how to really pick on the right players, that's going against the best matchup in the certain defenses. So that really helps y'all not play these landmine type players. Like I said, like I'm not really feeling CEH in this game. And also, like I said, on the other side, I'm not really feeling MVS on this game either, because the matchup isn't, it isn't set up for him. Like if this was, I would say, like, basically if the game was opposite of defenses right here run, it'd be an MVS day. It'd be a big MVS day to me, because I'm looking for a big play receiver, and also it would be a CEH day as well. So, on that side too, because it'd be a run game to throw into big receivers type of thing, since they'll be going against a 4-3 defense. But it's the opposite right now. So I'm kind of canceling out these two. I'm kind of fading these two out of my lineup so far. Don't really want them in my lineups. If it does, like somehow, these two do well or something, like I said, it is what it is then, because it's not where it's really supposed to work. But if it does, it does. So you can still take them if you want to and everything. But me building my lineups, like I said, I'm going to I don't know how much I'm going to be on DeAndre Carter as much, but I do know he's the one fastest receiver. So I know there will be a big play for him, and like I said, since they are going against the 4-3 defense, it could be him too as well, or Joshua Palmer. But like I said, also just a low on sleeper Guyton, because I know he's the fastest receiver they got, period. So they put him in the game, he can definitely get down the field real quick and catch a big one and be needed. But it's your boy Jaystar. I hope y'all enjoyed this showdown strategy video, man, and help y'all build y'all lineups up to win this big money tomorrow, man. Hopefully, some of y'all win and I win too tomorrow, man. This big $1 million, man. We get a share of this tomorrow. It's your boy Jaystar, and I'm out. Peace.